Welcome back to Aesthetic Options TV, where we take you behind the scenes on patient journeys. In this episode, we're going to have a closer look at some of the results we achieved with Keegan in part 1. In last week's episode, we focused on the reason why Keegan came in for these treatments, and we took a look at the treatment itself. Today, we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into the results themselves. This is 2 weeks post-treatment at his follow-up. Let's have a look. So keeping in mind why Keegan was here, he mentioned that he has sharp features, and especially from a side profile, he feels that he's a bit more feminine and you would like a broader, more masculine balance to his face. So pay attention to these few areas and I'll chat you through exactly what it is that we did. Have a look at the transition of his cheekbone through to this area before compared to after 0.5 milliliter of dermal filler. There's a smoother transition between the cheekbone and the tissue essentially in front of that. Now let's move down to the exciting part. So even though Keegan mentioned that he's happy with the appearance from the front on, pay attention to the differences in volume between his left-hand side of his face compared to the right-hand side. You can see that on the left-hand side, he has more volume. So what we aimed to create from the frontal appearance was not necessarily a change in the face, but just more of a better balance. Have a look at how bringing out the angle of the jaw on his right-hand side has created more projection and hence improved symmetry in his face. The chin tapers in the front, creating a bit more of a pointed appearance, versus post-treatment, how this has been slightly more squared off. Next, let's have a look at the angle of the jaw, the area where everybody wants that crisp definition. In his before image, have a look at how the angle of the jaw blends into the neck. Compared to in his after image, where we've added some product to project that angle, as well as to create a bit of a border along the mandible itself, giving him that sharp edge. In part 1 of diving into the world of male aesthetics, you heard why Keegan presented for these treatments and had a brief look at what was done to get him closer to his desired results. In part 2 today, we took a closer look at the results and what went into it to achieve this dramatic effect. In the next episode of AOTV, you're going to be catching up with Keegan, hearing from him directly what impact this has had on him, as well as to share some of his thoughts on his experience with us as a clinic. So if Keegan's journey has sparked a bit of an interest in you and you're a gent that's looking for an extra edge, give us a shout, reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, and we'll see you in episode 3.